My name is Instructor Randy Stigall, and I'm the head instructor and owner of the Hapkido Academy in Downers Grove, Illinois. And this particular tape I have designed for the second level in my class, or yellow belt. We have 5 belts: white, yellow, blue, brown, black. Each one is very difficult to get. So before I ramble on, what I'd like to do now is demonstrate one of my requirements for yellow belt technique, and this is called S-arm. Scott? This technique would be off of a wrist grab if the opponent or the attacker were to grab your wrist and try to pull you off with them, or grab you, pull you, and hit you. So Scott's going to do what we call a cross wrist grab, okay? At this time, what I'm going to do, I'll explain very slowly, is I'm going to shift my weight to my back leg. I'm going to spread my fingers so I can release the chi. Here, I'm going to trap with my other hand. I'm going to make a circle. At this time, I'm starting to shift my weight to my front foot. Note my index finger is going to point to the knot on his belt. And then in turn, it's going to drop him. I'll show you again from this side. He grabs my wrist. The minute he grabs my wrist, I have to spread my fingers and drop my weight to my back leg. Make a small circle, immediately trap with the other hand. And point. This technique can be done if he grabs with 2 hands. If I'm walking, he grabs from behind. This technique also we learn this way. I have the students just pick the arm up, make a S, squeeze in a little bit, lift up. This is how we like to teach this. Also off of a lapel grab, turn the wrist, here, lean in. 2-hand lapel grab, doesn't make a difference. This is even better because this hand is going to trap this hand. This forearm is trapping this hand, while this hand, I'm shifting my weight again to my left foot. Because if he's stronger than me, I don't have enough arm strength to just use the arms, and I see this a lot. If he's cooperative, fine. But I don't think the guy in the street's going to be that cooperative. So what you need to do is you need to use your body weight. Then lean in. Okay? So I'll show you one at regular speed. And I'm going to show you that this technique can be done by virtually anyone to anyone. He grabs. If I did apply that type of pressure for real, he would have what we call a compound fracture. And that would, I think, mess up his day. I'm going to bring out Mary. And I'm going to have Mary do the same technique to Scott. Now here's a frail little lady. Okay? This is S-arm. Very good. Okay. Thank you both. If I were to elaborate a little bit on the S-arm technique to go the next level, this technique can be applied in many different ways. Scott? We've covered this. As you go along in your training, this becomes second nature, and we start to turn these techniques into drills like this. See, this is a lock. He's frozen. Can you do anything?
No, sir.
See, he's frozen. Okay, also, we can turn these basic wrist techniques that people get bored with into throwing arms. Okay, and that is 2 variations of the S-arm. Now I'd like to cover just basic kicking. I'm going to cover 3 kicks. Front snap kick to the groin, which I really do think everybody should know and always remember. Also, I'm going to cover a side kick and a crescent kick. These are 3 basic kicks for yellow belt level. The front snap kick to the groin is pretty much self-explanatory, but the only difference between our front snap kick to the groin and maybe some different systems is we emphasize we kick with the toe. So what you need to do is pull the bottom of your foot up to the inside of this knee, and you're going to angle your kick. So you snap to the groin. You pop your hips out. Your kicks are only as good as your hips. You don't want to kick this way and lean forward. You want to extend. You want the foot to protrude. That's the weapon. Same as a punch. When you punch this way. You extend a little bit with the shoulder to get the body behind the punch. A kick is no different. You're going to extend a little bit with the hip. As the shoulders are to the arms, the hips are to the legs. So your front snap kick to the groin, snap. That's your basic front snap kick. If I knew I was in confrontation here, instead of waiting for him to throw a shot, that's going to do it right there. The next kick I'd like to cover is a Crescent Kick. And again, these kicks can be applied in different situations. Sometimes I think kicking is a little bit underestimated and a little bit forgotten by today's martial artists. And that's a shame, because a kick doesn't always have to be from far away. A Crescent Kick, if I were in a grappling situation with him here, I can throw a Crescent Kick. People forget these things. My Crescent Kick doesn't have to be high. My Crescent Kick can be low. Okay? I don't have to throw a front snap kick from way back here. I can throw a front snap kick right here. I don't necessarily have to kick the groin. I can kick inside the knee. I can throw a reverse Crescent Kick. So basically, your Crescent Kick, hands up like a fighter, can also be used here. Reverse Crescent Kick can be used here. Now what I'd like to do is demonstrate Sidekick. Our Sidekick does not go to the head. I have a little saying: I promise I won't punch you in the foot if you don't kick me in the head. I don't know about you, but I don't like standing on one leg that long. So my Sidekick, or our Sidekick, the one I like to teach, is to the waist and below. A snap Sidekick to the knee can be a devastating technique. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pivot on the ball of my left foot, pick my leg up, turn, pick my leg up, make my body straight, and snap. So it's here. Never look down, always watch the eyes, pick it up, snap. Pick it up,